It's another very wonderful Tuesday. Of course, the program you've all been waiting for, Crime Watch Reloaded, is here. You have opportunity of watching this program live. I'm talking of you have opportunity too of joining this program on Go TV channel 104. And anywhere you are in the world right now, you can join this program live. All you need to do is just to connect us on YouTube. Just type EBS Television Reloaded. You have opportunity of watching this program live right now in any continent in the entire world. Today's edition is very loaded. Of course, we have a special guest in the house, the #1 crime fighter, the man who is in charge of his internal security as far as Edo State is concerned. He is a member of the National Institute. I'm talking of CP Johnson Babade Kokumo MNI. He will be joining us very shortly in today's edition of the program. We have some suspects that were also arrested by men of the Edo State Police Command, and then some arms and ammunition also were recovered by the police in Edo State. Don't go away, please. The program Crime Watch will be right back after this time out. My name is Festus Alenkhe, who of course will be in here in the next 1 hour. Let's have the program now. The program is already here, Crime Watch Reloaded. Every Tuesday we are here live on EBS television at 7 p.m. But if you missed this edition, you have opportunity of joining us on a repeat edition of the program on Friday at 9 a.m. 34 suspected criminals were brought down recently by men of the Edo State Police Command. According to the report we had, they were arrested in various criminal hiders. So many items were recovered by the police, including some snatched vehicles and all others. But trust us, we are at the State Police Command Headquarters in Benin City, where the 34 suspects were brought before newsmen. Let's have that story now.
The 34 suspects were arrested in various criminal hideouts across the state. According to report, the suspects were profiled to be 20 armed robbery suspects, 4 suspected kidnappers, 7 suspected cultists, and 3 prison escapees. Police reports revealed that the suspects have been terrorizing Benin City and environs. It was disclosed that 2 of the suspects, identified as Ehis Aunwa and Stanley Obiora, were arrested by the police and vigilantes along General Hospital Road off Nomayo Street, Upper Sokba Road in Benin City. 4 other suspects were arrested in their hideouts in Upper Ekenwa Road in Benin City.
Why are you here?
Okay. And where did you go to rob?
I was in my hotel with the hotel with the office.
What you rob? What you rob?
We want to go and collect one car.
From where?
From TV Road.
You want to go and collect one car, but you collected the car.
To collect one car.
Which type of car you collect?
Votron.
You sell them?
No, sir.
Okay, you never sell them before they catch you. How many guns you carry go that operation? 2 guns.
How many of you now?
How many of you go?
You are who? So how do you feel now that you are here now?
It's not just too bad because family problem.
So since that is, how many times have you robbed apart from that very time?
Twice.
Just twice? You are very sure?
What are the POS?
That make it twice.
How many POS you don't rob?
1.
How much you collect from that person?
I can't remember the sum.
Okay, this one where you go rob, where they take arrest now. Where I go rob so?
Where are that guy? Kenwa for where? For where for Kenwa Road? Okay, how it happen?
POS, we all come down, we rob the girl, collect money. See the POS like that.
Yes.
So our cars even they are saying they are gone. The matter already happened. Now get with the idea, they already cash me with the gun.
Yes.
I meet them now, me want to repair.
Where you foresee the gun? Where you foresee gun? Huh? Person, who be the person? Don't go Ghana. Okay. How many robberies I don't do so far?
We collect the last one, so many that we lost. I say I will tell we all robbed the US, we see 150 for one. And that's to tell them again, I see we push it, see me please me take Comm.of. Because they let me say I will find my police round us or 90 cash.
Where the hotel there?
I can't worry for that time.
Speaking, the Edo State Commissioner of Police Johnson Babatude Kokumo said policemen have taken over the public space and warned criminals to stay away from Edo State. He assured that adequate security measures have been put in place to ensure that the people of Edo State sleep with their two eyes closed.
The criminal elements resident in Edo State will not know peace, while those planning to make incursion from contiguous states I want to step down, as the police command is fully prepared to wage war against them.
Items recovered include one AK-47 rifle, one English revolver pistol, 9 locally made pistols, one battle axe, army camouflage, 1 point-of-sale machine POS, 19 mobile phones, SIM cards of different networks, and assorted ATM cards.
Nice one there by men of the Edo State Police Command, based on the directive of the Inspector General of Police, which says that the police should occupy the public space. We are already seeing the dividends of the occupation of the public space right here in Edo State. But for now, men of the homicide section of the Office of the Assistant Inspector General of Police are currently investigating the case of a middle-aged man that was brought down somewhere around Mechanic Road in Ogida quarters in Benin City. According to the family, they are calling on the AIG men to thoroughly investigate the circumstances that led to the murder of their breadwinner. Let's have that story now.
The deceased, identified as Irodaro Edigin Osaon, was said to have been in his house in Ogida quarters in Benin City when the gunmen arrived and killed him on the spot. His family members and friends, who described the late Irodaro Osaon as a very calm, simple and hard-working young man, however noted that some persons in Igoshodi Nebudin village have been having serious grudge with the deceased over attempt to seize their village. Reports revealed that there have been threats to the life of the deceased, a situation which forced him to earlier report the matter to the police for investigation. The elder brother of the deceased, Pastor Sunday Osahon, appealed to the police to thoroughly investigate the matter and bring those arrested to justice. What happened to your brother?
On the 8th of November, I was by Mechanic Junction, the road to my house, in the evening. I met one of my brother, Monday Dupolo, who told me that he was going to one of our brothers' house called Ojo, that he saw one best Nogani, Bosisi, IK, Ikpomosa Bosisi, Osarume Bosisi, and one Ebe Samuel inside a Mercedes-Benz dark blue color that they parked at the front of my brother's house in Irodaro, Edigin Osahon.
Which area is that?
At the back of Ogida Barracks. Okay. And they were pointing to the house that they just passed, they didn't notice him. So he said he was trying to call, he said he would down on phone, the phone was not going. So immediately he was telling me that evening as I want to buy a bike. I took my phone, I was calling his number, it was not going. On reaching home at about 9, my brother called me and told me that Igodao child and the wife just called him now that Igodao have been assassinated while he was sleeping at the veranda of his outside. I just want justice. I just want justice. Even with them, my life is not safe. I just want justice.
Any arrest so far?
I said they have arrested Best Ukposisi, Best Noranyi Ukposisi, then Ebe Samuel. The two of them have been arrested.
Contacted, the Police All Relations Officer Zone 5 Police Headquarters in Benin City, ASP Momo Tijani, confirmed that 2 persons have been arrested by the Homicide Department of the Zone 5 Police Headquarters. He said their case files have been sent to the Directorate of Public Prosecutions DPP for advice.
Well, the matter was reported here at the Zonal Command Headquarters, and the matter has been investigated here at AIG. 2 suspects were arrested by the Homicide Department section of the Zonal Criminal Investigations Department. They were arrested, and but for now, the case files have been forwarded to DPP. We are awaiting advice from the Department of Public Prosecution.
The body of the slain Ihodaro Edigin Osaon has been deposited in the mortuary for autopsy.
Welcome back there. The Commissioner of Police, Edo State, Comm.of CP Johnson Barade Kokumo, MNI, has just arrived at the studio, and very shortly he will be joining us to talk to Edo people on what the policemen have been doing as far as policing the state is concerned. But in the meantime, let's have these 2 suspects that were arrested by men of the Edo State Police Command. According to the police, some arms and ammunition were found with them. At this time, what were they going to do with the arms? Let's have that story now.
The 2 suspects, identified as Peter Osime and Moses Osazuwa, belong to suspected armed robbery gang that has been terrorizing Ogwola Street, St. Xavier Road, 100 Feet Road and environs. Report revealed that the suspects usually look out for people returning from work or their business places. The suspects, who usually brandish guns, have allegedly robbed many residents of their mobile phones and other personal items. Police investigations further revealed that the suspects and their cohorts, now at large, also snatched an Audi 80 car which was used in their various operations. The police and members of the vigilante group acting on a tip-off swooped on the suspects. Those plenty phones I tell you, Sean.
Nah, one guy Chuku did the one he did my house. Now I come for work, he come tell me say, may I help and go give Prince. Now I say I don't know Prince.
How many phones altogether?
There are many phones he give me that day. Now 6. Okay. Because if you give her to you go sell.
What kind of phones?
I not to know the phone like that.
Okay. So where the for you catch?
Now if me can go give her the phone. Now he can, because me have to give her to me go flash and me the one I give her. Now the guy can tell me so.
Where the for you catch?
Now the guy see this guy now see call the Chukudi. Me the eat. Now the Chukudi because he the wash come. Make me say go help her. Meet this guy. Now I go meet this guy. Now this guy boys come and I they ask me what happens.
Okay.
They ask me.
Okay, now so that they track you, catch you.
So
okay, don't worry. You, this gun. Get there for Sam.
And they ask me my throw and put.
And they ask me you throw and put. How the gun tell you your hand?
I go for the smoke. One completed building like that.
Oh yeah.
But it's one primary school.
I
go for Sam. I don't have for Sam.
Which work you they do?
I'm a musician.
Where for the play music?
I play secular music. I follow people to play music. I play guitar.
You they sing?
Yes.
Better song?
Yes, sir.
You too, a musician?
No, I follow Untouchable.
Which one be Untouchable?
The Olita boy.
Okay, now you they follow.
Go stage.
To sing or to play or which one?
And to just play one band and pass it load.
Okay. Then you're not to sing.
Yes,
but you get your own music. Band.
Yes, I get music.
You get music.
Yes.
You get track.
Yes.
Which kind of track? Benin English or what?
English music. I get Christian music. I get normal music, secular music.
Okay, more hear the Christian. Just give us.
Well, the program is still Crime Watch Reloaded. Don't forget that you can watch this program live right now on GoTV channel 104. You can also follow us on the internet. Join us on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are right now in the world. All you need to do is just go to the YouTube section and just type EBS Television Reloaded. Of course, the program Crime Watch Reloaded will be at your doorstep. Now, we are being joined by the Commissioner of Police, Edo State, CP Johnson Babatude Kokumo, MNI. Commissioner, sir, welcome to Edo Broadcasting Service live studio here in Benin City.
Thank you very much, Festus, for having me on board.
Yes, I'm sure that a lot of persons have been waiting for this opportunity to come. Oga Patapata, in charge of police in the whole of Edo State, is here. We describe him as the #1 police officer as far as Edo State is concerned. When it comes to the issue of internal security, constitutionally as far as Edo State is concerned, he is responsible to ensure that the people of this state sleep with their 2 eyes closed. But when it is not happening like that, we need to ask him questions. But for now, area seems to be calm, and the Commissioner of Police is here to talk more on this today. So, sir, what has been happening in the past 1 month in Edo State? Just give us an insight.
We thank you very much, Festus. We are all witnesses to the recently concluded NSAS protest that started in a peaceful manner, but hijacked later by some criminal elements. And you will agree with me that the Edo State suffered so much from the sort of aftermath of the NSAS. It is only in Edo State we have correctional custodial centers broken into and 2,000 criminal elements set free. Also in Edo State, we have a number of police facilities that were attacked. Some police formations were burnt. Police patrol vehicles also burnt. From some of the police stations that were burnt, arms and ammunition were carted away. The customs office equally attacked. Arms and ammunition amongst some other items were equally stolen, carted away, due to the NDLA office. So the attack on the correctional center, 2 correctional centers in Edo State, had let loose almost 2,000 inmates who are currently on the prowl, who are currently in circulation. And we have the capacity to curtail their activities, and we are just after them.
So now, what would you say brought us to the level where we are now? Because a lot of people are complaining, so there's heightened security challenge right now in Edo State and other parts, but let's concentrate here in Edo State. What actually brought us here right now?
Before the NSAS crisis, we've had the problem of cultism in Edo State, and we have been battling with the problems of cultism, that is inter-cult rival clashes, that had brought in sizable number of arms and ammunition, mostly locally fabricated arms. We also have this problem of political problems emanating from political activities. If you recall, we had the gubernatorial elections in Edo State precisely on 19th of September. Before the governorship election, there were arms built up, and we did all within a capacity to ensure we went on disarmament, and we mop up arms and ammunition in circulation. Also, we had criminal elements who are making incursion from contiguous states. We've had running battles with them. The climax of it all is the attack on the 2 correctional centers. All this put together have been responsible for the increase in crime and criminality in the last few weeks. But I will also attest to the fact that we have been able to bring down the statistics of crime and criminality in Edo State in the last few days.
So people would like to ask now that how is the police tackling the situation? Because a lot of persons were asking, police, we want the police to come and occupy the public space, so will they die or tension everywhere? Have you occupied the public space right now?
It is clear, very, very clear, that police is everywhere. We are dominating the public place. This is a very, very clear directive of the Inspector General of Police. The Inspector General of Police visited us, gave advices, gave words of encouragement. The governor of the state, His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki, did the same thing, did a similar thing. He was with us. He empathized with us. He gave us words of encouragement and assured us that our facilities that were attacked, of course, will be replaced in no time. All these, of course, have served as sources of encouragement, and we are just back out there to ensure we carry out our statutory duties and responsibilities of securing lives and property.
Okay, if people want to ask, we had this jailbreak situation, in Edo. In the entire country during the problem of NSAS, it was only Edo State that they let prison people loose. But now people want to ask, what is the aftermath? What is the security effect of these inmates that have now been let loose?
We have them out there. They don't know any other thing other than to commit crime. And we don't know any other thing other than to effect the arrest of criminals. So the battle line is drawn. They will not know peace because we have the mandate, we have the capacity to ensure that we send them back to where they belong. That's the only way we can have respite.
Yes.
We must just get them back to where they belong. And that exercise, we have begun that exercise. Sizable number of them are currently in the net.
Okay.
Some have been rearrested. For some other offenses they have committed.
Yes.
And in synergy with the officers of the correctional centers, we have been able to identify them as part of those who escaped from the custodial centers in Benin and Oko.
All right, we have the opportunity of talking with the Commissioner of Police Edo State very shortly, because we are going to open the telephone lines for you to call in and then ask one or two questions. And I'm sure that some areas you want the police to quickly come in. You have the opportunity of seeing them live on today's edition of the program, Crime Watch Reloaded. Again, sir, we want to quickly draw your attention to this. What's the public perception right now, towards police occupation of the public space? Is there any good rapport?
Members of the public are better placed to give an assessment of what their perception of our occupation of the public space is.
Yes.
But I can tell you that policemen are out there dominating the public space, ensuring that we are after the criminal elements.
Then we have the vigilante too. Is there any good working relationship between the police and members of the vigilante group in Edo State?
We synergize.
Yes.
There is perfect cooperation. And we work harmoniously with the vigilance groups. And this, of course, is in total agreement with the community policing philosophy of the current Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Abubakar Adamu, MPM, MNI, who had brought in the project of community policing, meaning the involvement of members of the community in policing the communities.
Yes. Well, I can categorically state here in this studio live that several police stations were brought down, some destroyed, some burned in Edo State. I can recall Idogo Police Station, Ubekun Police Station, Senseiya Road Police Station, Dume Road Police Station, Tezan Road Police Station, Obamarket Road Police Station, even Igweben in Edo Central Police Station, and some other police stations. Right now, sir, where are the policemen in those destroyed police stations?
They are currently working from the police headquarters.
Okay.
That is where we have them. And some of them have been deployed to contiguous formations, contiguous stations, so that they can be easily reached by the members of the community who really require their services. But majority of them are still with us while we are working on having those police facilities back in place.
I'm sure there's a question. If I don't ask this, some persons will not be too happy. Let's go over to Opasakumba. Opasakumba Road happens to be another very hot spot in Benin City, and then we have 3 police stations: Idobo, St. Saviour, and 100 Feet Road. About 4 police stations. None is standing right now. So how are you policing Opasakumba right now, sir?
We have police presence. In fact, not only police presence.
Yes.
Currently, we have joint operations of all the security services in Edo State.
Yes.
We have the police, we have the army, we have the air force, we have the civil defense, we have the DSS, we have the immigration. So it's a joint operations of the security services. We go out together on daily basis.
Yes.
To patrol all the nooks and crannies. And of course, we do this putting into serious cognizance the areas that are crime prone.
Yes.
Like the Upper Sapumba you mentioned.
Yes.
We have created permanent beats, permanent nipping points in all those areas to ensure that never do we have the criminal elements come out again.
You have your men on stop and search as well.
As I'm talking to you, we have them there.
Okay. What numbers to call right now? We have a special number here. Just one number for you to really call: 08075582224. I take it again: 08075582224. You have opportunity of joining us live right now. The Commissioner of Police is here for you. You can talk to us. Hello. Hello, good evening. Who is on the line? Yeah, good evening. Yeah, talk to us.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Introduce yourself and talk to us.
Hello.
We can hear you. Introduce yourself and talk to us.
Yes. Yes, my name is Charles.
We can hear you. Just introduce yourself and talk to us. We can hear you live. Okay, we lost that call, and the number to call again is 08075582224. I think that again: 08075582224. Hello, who is on the line? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. How are you? Hello, we can hear you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Introduce yourself and talk to us.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Introduce yourself and talk to us.
Hello.
Can you hear us? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
Well, we are experiencing the network hitch here. Hello, can you hear us?
Hello.
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 Okay.
Hello.
Hello, you can hear us now. Are you with us?
Hello.
Please reduce the volume of your television set and talk to us.
Hello.
Reduce the volume of your television set and talk to us.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, let's take the call again. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Introduce yourself and talk to us. Which area is that?
Hello.
Yeah, which area is that? Which area are you talking about?
Hello.
Okay, anyway, I'm sure we're having a serious network hitch there. Oh, so, Commissioner, sir, at this point now, what advice do you have for Edo people? Because Christmas and New Year is already here, and this is December. And then aside the NSAS fallout and many other issues, you know, we all know all over the country, all over the world, that every December there's always hot talk for people to quickly make money. So how are you going to ensure that the people of this state live with their two eyes closed now?
First, I want the good people of Edo State to be security conscious. They should, of course, be an integral part of policing their environment, their communities. Security consciousness includes observing movements, observing people in and around you, observing people within your community, and of course contacting the law enforcement agents, making available the information to the police as quickly as possible, so that the law enforcement agencies can respond to distress.
So, sir, let's take our mind to major roads, because I'm sure a lot of people will want us to touch Benin Auchi Road. There are particular spots that are known, let me say, notorious for kidnappers, armed robbers, and many others to attack people. There's another one along the Benin Lagos Road, the Bermuda Farms, and all those other areas. So, how are you policing those areas?
The problem had been made known to us. We were there, we saw things for ourselves, and we have carried the battle beyond the shores of Edo State. We have contacted the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Abubakar Adamu, MPN, MNI, who had graciously approved the movement of a sizable number of units of the police mobile force to Edo State. So we have quantitative increase in the number of policemen in Edo State, thereby causing greater visibility.
Yes.
The route you have just mentioned, I want you to go through, I want you to navigate that axis. You will attest to the fact that there is a very, very healthy presence of policemen. There is an improved visibility to actually deter these criminal elements from their nefarious activities.
Okay, we want to assure all our viewers that we are going to carry out what we call independent investigation to Benin Auchi Road. We have some of those areas that are notable for criminals. We can also carry out our independent movements to Benin Lagos Road. We also know some areas between Edo and Ondo State. Even Benin Akure Road, and then Benin Abraka Express Road, and then Benin Abod. Some of the major, because we see Edo State as a gateway state. Some say Edo Benin is getaway, some say is gateway. But however, the police said they are on top of the situation. Somebody had just sent a message to us to say that the force are doing great in Edo State. Please, may we suggest that anybody arrested with arms, ask them how did they get the arm that they are using, and then also ask them who are those selling the arms for them. So what's your reaction to that, sir?
That's
somebody is suggesting this.
These are very, very brilliant questions, very, very brilliant suggestion. This we do regularly to ensure that the source or sources of the arms and ammunition we get to. This has actually assisted us in mopping up the arms and ammunition in circulation. We don't just stop at recovering arms and ammunition from the person, the criminal element who is found in possession. We will probe further into how such arms and ammunition get to him, with the view to getting at the very root, the source of such arms and ammunition.
Okay, somebody just sent a message to say, Mr. Festus, I won't be happy with you if you don't give us update about the issue of Barrister almost said this one must be a lawyer. No, there was a lawyer that was killed. Actually, when you just resumed there, a lawyer was killed. Let me
before my resumption.
Yeah, before your resumption, a lawyer was killed in Benin, and then some suspects were arrested. So, Mr. Question Man, all the suspects were arraigned in court, and then they were remanded in prison custody. But I don't know their status now, whether they were among those who escaped or not. Maybe I'll do that as my own investigation to find out if they were among those who escaped. Because I got to know that all of them were arraigned in court and then remanded in prison custody. And then the case went on very well as at that time. But trust us, within now and a week's time, we'll be able to let you know the status of some of those suspects then that were remanded in prison custody. So, sir, we'll quickly take you back now to this other question. Somebody is asking to say that when the governor visited, and then he made some promises, and then they want to know how far that has gone now.
Yes, the governor had actually sent in engineers. We have received engineers from government who inspected.
Yes, go on, sir.
We have received engineers from government who have actually inspected the facilities, and in some places necessary drawings have been made, and in some other places the contractors or the engineers have commenced their work, like Ulbeku.
Yes.
Ulbeku is, the area is crime infested. The governor, His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki, did not waste time in making available an alternative structure for us to take off, pending when the police facility that was burnt is rebuilt.
So in Ubeko right now, there's an alternative where the men are.
There is an alternative structure the government of Edo State has made available to the police, and finishing touches are being put, providing the necessary tools with which our job can be facilitated. That is what the government is currently doing.
Thank you. There, still talking to us on today's edition of the program is the Commissioner of Police Edo State. I'm talking of CP Johnson, today kokumo MNI. The program is still Crime Watch Reloaded, and then in a moment we shall be saying goodbye here. Of course, the Commissioner would like to just make this last statement here on today's edition of the program. Do you have any advice you want to quickly pass across to Edo State people as they celebrate shortly?
Yes, I want to advise the good people of Edo State that when they see something, they should say something. They should quickly get in touch with us to put us on the alert so that we'll be able to serve them better. They should, of course, go about their businesses without fear of being molested or the fear of being attacked. And let me quickly add this, that recently, a couple of days ago, we got information that some criminal elements were threatening to attack some facilities. We got information that some criminal elements were planning to go to banks, some were planning to go to shops, warehouses, and so on. I want to seize this opportunity to warn the criminal elements that we are more determined, far more prepared to ensure that we provide adequate security for lives and property. Never again shall criminal elements operate in any part of Edo State without being rubbished, without being arrested. We have the capacity to crush them, and we leave no stone unturned to ensure that they are crushed. So those criminal elements who are planning to make incursion from outside Edo State should have a rethink. Edo State is not a place for them to operate. And the criminal elements who are equally domiciled within Edo State, who are resident within Edo State, should relocate, because we will not tolerate them.
Somebody had just asked a question. Say, good evening, Mr. Festus. I want to salute the Commissioner of Police Edo State. Please, I want to ask, What is the police doing with the case of that criminal that escaped from the prison and went to kill the person that testified against him in court?
He has been charged to court.
Okay. So I mean, he has been arrested.
We arrested him effectively.
Yes.
And processed through the courts.
Okay.
He's currently facing.
I'm sure you have heard that now. I want to say thank you there to the Commissioner of Police, Edo State, for finding that time. I know you are very busy now. You are supposed to be talking with your tactical teams and every other at this hour to prepare for the night. But you have took out time to join us. Anyway, your presence here is still part of crime fighting. The Commissioner of Police have been here with us today. But if you missed today's edition of the program, join us on Friday at 9 a.m. So, Commissioner, sir, thank you for finding that time to join us.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me.
Pastor Dr. Azena is already on standby. Moment after that, we shall be saying goodbye. Let's have Dr. Azena now.
Glory be to God. God bless someone out there listening to me or watching me. God bless you for being there. I want to appreciate the management of Edo Broadcasting Service for giving us this great opportunity to reach people like you out there. Quickly, I want to bring some things to us. If we want to put an end to criminality, if we must fight crime in Edo State, I want this message to go to the Commissioner of Police. I want this message to go to all the security agencies, the government of Edo State, the local government, specifically Edo local government. If we must fight crime, we must look into the people, the group, the individual who have taken Ring Road, Iyaro as their homes. Teenagers, youths, they meet there, they sleep there, they stay there, or you are always following our program. You will discover that most of these boys we are showing on Crime Watch, most of them met themselves on such spots, such places. So the question is this: how can such people be ignored? Are you expecting the society to become, to be peaceful, not to have criminals around us? Please, I want to beg the authority that are concerned, or the authority that are responsible. I think we should look into it. Many people come to me for renunciation. They met those who initiated them there. Those who joined robbery gang, they met them in that place. Why can't we do something about it so that we can save the society? For those of us who are still robbing POS, who move around, these POS were established to discongest the bank, to also help us not to be moving far to withdraw our money. And this time is becoming a problem instead of a blessing to us. Are you an armed robber? Or you are the kind of person who specializes in taking POS money from people? Please, you are not doing the society good, you are not doing yourself good, and you will be caught sooner or later. And this is December period, Christmas period, festive period, Yuletide period, anyone you want to use it. I know many of us watching me, you are too inquisitive, you are too anxious to make money before on 25th or probably before crossover night. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no short way to make money. If you are too quick and too in a hurry to make money, you may die also in a hurry. Shortcut cuts short your destiny. Why not wait for your time? If you are living a good life, there are many Christmas to celebrate. There are many New Year ahead of you. Have you not celebrated many before? What award were you given? Why not make use of what you have? This also goes to parents who are, especially wives, who are putting pressure on their husband that we must buy goats. Goat is not a school fees. Goat is not an award. So if you can't buy goats this year, be patient with your husband. Don't pack out of the house because there is no goods for Christmas. Don't pack out of the house because there is no clothes for children for Christmas. They have not been naked. They have been wearing something. Let them manage what they have. I am not saying if you have, you should not buy. But don't borrow. Don't go and steal. Manage what you have. If it is by eat it. Stomach is not complaining. Until you say what you eat, nobody knew what you ate in your stomach. So what am I saying now? In generality, abstain from anything that will cause you pain, abstain from criminal activities, or abstain from anything that will give you consign in January. Don't forget, most house rents will be renewed in January. Don't forget, children will go back to school in January. Don't forget, a lot of things are to be handled in January. Make use of what you have. Keep your information to yourself. Those who are still committing crime, take off your eyes from your crime. If you want to take off your eyes, see me this Sunday by 6:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. respectively at Omega Fire Ministry, Sacha Region 2, Plot 224 Wayek Road, and Duwawa, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. I remain Pastor Azemi Azena, the very true son of the oracle. God bless you, waiting for you this Sunday. Come, and God will change your life.
Thank you, Pastor Dr. Azeme Azena. I want to particularly dedicate this special award to all our fans all over the world. This award actually came from EBS Digital Life Limited, and then it's an award on me to say that they conferred this on me today, 8th of December 2020. They actually described me as best South crime reporter, and they sent this award in recognition of my tremendous selfless contribution to a safe and secured society. And that's a courtesy of EBS Digital Life Limited. I want to actually dedicate this award to the General Manager, Edo Broadcasting Service, Osagi Sabo Esquire, and the entire staff of EBS, and all our viewers all over the world. I say thank you. All I can assure the people right now is this award will certainly spur me to create a to give you more stories, give more investigative stories, and then we shall be together. Let's have this program, same time, same station next week, with a special kiss of this award to show that I cherish it a lot. Festus Alenkhe is my name. Good night from here.